I'm Maor from Liveperson, and I was supposed to present this presentation with my colleague, Shirley. And here she is. But Shirley, she is working hard on Shirley 2.0, and I wish her easy delivery. How many of you know what Liveperson does? Ron Liron, what does Liveperson do? All right, so we're not that little annoying person. We're actually that live person. There's chat agents on the other side. Just a second. No, you removed the iPad. So anyway, Shirley wrote a nice piece of use case of what Liveperson does. I will try to reenact it for you, but I hope I'll be as convincing as her. All right, let me give you an example. I'm pregnant and looking to buy new baby girl clothes. I'm going into Carter's website and start searching for them. The algorithm of Liveperson identifies me as a VIP shopper and knows that I have a 4-year-old son as well. The algorithm knows my likelihood to convert is very high. So when I hesitate before clicking on that checkout button, I'm in my cart, the system identifies it and it's offering me a chat interaction with a live agent, not the annoying person. So a chat agent helps me close the deal, and then I get the new clothes in time for birth. So this is what we do. We try to enhance the relationship between the brand and the customer in various ways and channels. Now, if I would go there, a random customer, I probably won't get that expensive live chat invitation, or maybe not even the 20% off coupon, because I don't have high likelihood to convert. All right, so we have this algorithm that helps us connect. Now, let me take you back in time 2 years ago. We operated a bit differently. Innovators within the company had a burst of ideas and created a bunch of products, all in the purpose of enhancing the brand and the customer relationship. Now, all those products had a product manager and a new part-time job designer. We designed them, and as a user experience designers, we all know that caused massive inconsistencies in the UX. So we were 3 user experience designers 2.5 years ago, and we were stretching on those gazillion products, trying to maintain consistency, and we were putting out fires. So this, probably some of you know this mess. You just fling around between products and try to keep it as consistent as possible. At that moment, Shirley was stubborn enough and insisting on having good research before approaching one of those products. So she packed her bags, her early ugly wireframes, initial prototypes, and flown to United Kingdom to visit 3 big call centers there. And she gathered feedback from observations and interviews, and done usability testing on those ugly wireframes, and came back with a thick notebook full with feedback and validations, which were ready enough to start our own new product, certain product, part of a gazillion products. But on that, this was a right approach. We started feeling the competition become fierce, because new companies were starting to get used to that chat approach, and we started feeling the competition. So Rob Lacasio, our CEO, gathered us into a 5-day workshop and said, we got to rethink the product and think of the vision for Liveperson. So we gathered us in Farah Maccabea for 5 days, and he gave us 3 business keys. One of them, there are no more those siloed products, the gazillion products. The customers don't have to go with a grocery list to get Liveperson on their website. There's going to be one platform. Now, as UX people, we have to gather all this products into one platform. It's hard enough, and keep consistent. The second key was small business customers and enterprise customers will get the same platform. Now, that's a big headache or tough cookie, because we had customization for our enterprise customers, years of customizations versus the simplicity needed for our small business customers. So how do we fit it in the same platform? And the third key was that the pricing model has changed. There are no more licenses or seats, agent seats. Everything is purely based on usage. Now, for a team of user experience designers, 3 user experience designers, saying, we have direct impact on the company's revenues. All right, the usage-based, that's it. If you use it, if we design a great product, people will use it, it's going to have a big impact. So with these three business needs, key business needs, we started a hyper startup mode within a multi-million-dollar company. Now, we were split. Half of the company worked on the existing product, and the other half was building the future, the one product. Half of the team, half of the company, were funding the other half, and we're talking millions of dollars every month. And this is, if you own a company, know that this situation is not very healthy. So there was a lot of pressure on the user experience team to deliver fast, good results with the highest quality, extreme time pressure, money is at stake, and no time. How many of you feel that you don't have time and you have to create the best product there is? Now another
all types of users.
For all type of consistent. So another thing, so we didn't have time to do the thorough, preliminary research for months we were eager to do. And the other problem, I'm going to throw you into a deeper water, that we have a problem in embedding analytics tools, quantitative analytics tools into our product because we serve major banking customers. All right, there's a problem in security issues. We just can't pop Google Analytics there and get this quantitative solution, quantitative solutions to our problems. So we went into the other direction of qualitative solutions, and I will talk about it in a bit. So we use the internal knowledge we had within Liveperson because we're about 20 years old company, and we have account managers and professional services and product managers. They know the clients as well as the back of their hands. So we interviews, and they know the pain points, and they know everything. So we took that internal knowledge and ran forward with the design. Now, there's an alert going on inside your minds as a user experience designer. This is not the correct process. And we had that voice, that creepy voice as well, asking us questions regarding did you gather enough feedback? Or was that validated in a user testing somewhere? Or I don't know, what would your persona say? And this is Jacob Nielsen, he knows. So to quiet him down, we created this toolbox of feedback and validations, of qualitative feedback and validations. We need to wrap a robust toolbox to wrap our system and our features, not to compromise on our feature and our product. So this toolbox had three main questions to answers or goals. One of them was, did we miss any specific scenarios? Because we were running marathon. So did we miss any specific scenarios? And the second one is, is it usable enough? What we created in this rush, is it usable enough? And the third one is, we wanted to create that transparency around the user experience team. That's sometimes lacking. Probably in your organization somewhere they say, all right, those user experience designers, they sit in their ivory tower and they give instructions. But no, we wanted it to be transparent. This is why we do things. So we built the toolbox. I'm going to present it. Please write down which of the tools you want to use in your company. They're easy, they're cheap, they're lean research based. All right, so you can easily do so easily. I'm going to run through those, but there's a lot of knowledge within Liveperson, a lot of knowledge. So we actually create product that we use ourselves. So we have the personas inside Liveperson. We have chat agents, we have chat agent managers, we have administrators, we have you name it. So we easily can take the early wireframes and sketches and test it on them to get validations and to get their feedback. Furthermore, we can perform usability testing on them to if it's not working for them, it probably won't work for our customers. And this is before the customers even get it, or even before the developers start developing it. So use your own people. Now, for example, we had a user scenario, user testing. In our system, you have to change to online status for the chat agent to receive chats. And very early on the process, we saw that on the first time, they don't get they don't get this little menu over there. On the second time or the third, it's OK. First time, it's not OK. So we actually found a solution. We added it to the introduction tour of the system. And it was very early on. This is the great advantage of it. It was really early. This is a very old prototype of our system. The third thing we do internally is we create feedback sessions. We gather 50 people around the party. We order pizza. We order drinks. And we create a hands-on party of testing the feature. So there are 50 people trying out the new feature. It's in the alpha QA phase, and we go around them and observing and asking questions, see them talk amongst themselves, and get insane feedback, valuable feedback, and it's very accessible. Now, as I've said before, we possess a lot of internal knowledge. So we tell the whole company, try out the product, try it out, and fill up a feedback form. And all those account managers who deal with the clients every day, ask them questions, knows the difference between our existing offer and our new offer, fill that survey, becomes a form, becomes a spreadsheet. And we have like 329 items up to today, which is a lot. We are UX designers. We know how to handle a lot of feedback. We measure, we categorize them, we deal with the major items. But there's a lot of valuable feedback going on, even when we didn't go into talking to customers. Now we have to go to customers. I'm going to have a little example because it's very nice. Akio is a guy from Japan, sales manager from Japan we have. And he saw our system, and he said, you see on the top, we have a top bar with data. And he said, in Japanese, the language aesthetics has a big, big impact. So he specifically requested all those words, 2 words, 4 words, 2 words, etc., to be 4 words constantly. It will make the system feel more harmonious in Japan. And also, we have a "Are you sure?" message when deleting an item. So he said, it might be offensive because I'm a human, it's a machine. I'm telling it what to do. It cannot question me. So he said, the right way to approach this is to phrase, you requested to delete this item. Isn't it so? So it was very interesting, very interesting. But when we approach customers, we start from the easy one to get the fruit, the quick wins, to the big stuff. So we go to our local customers, and it's easy to take half day, a day off. Go into a customer in Tel Aviv or wherever in the world. So go there, interview, observe, do everything you want to do in a big site, in a big customer site. Just do it locally. You get insane feedback. And the second thing we did is create meaningful connection with them. We'll continue with a beta user acceptance plan. So we wanted to check our system over time. Because first we wanted to check is, at the beginning you have a peak of usage, then it dies out. But we want to check this and how we reconnect them. And the second thing we wanted to check is the learnability of our product. How's the learning curve over time? Is our stuff getting easier? So we established this 4 to 6 weeks hand-in-hand program in which we talk to them every week, seeing what they did and what they didn't do and why. And we give them questionnaires, and we hear their feedback. And it's over time. It has a big advantage as opposing to a single-time usability testing. So really, take care of your customers, establish that meaningful connection, and keep them on phone. Now, with our global customers, we do two things. One is more agile, and one is more lean, which is the remote usability testing. It's actually getting in front of the webcam and performing that usability testing the same as usual. Pray to the gods of bandwidth. You don't run out of video or audio, but it's almost the same feeling, almost the same valuable feedback you can gain. Now, the crown is, of course, what I told you Shirley done before. It's the global customer on site with interviews, with observations, with usability testing. Now, I've been on one in this winter, a few months ago, and we took a developer in with us. And it was an eye-opening experience, totally, for him to understand how his solutions are implemented. What are the real pain points? So take a developer, take a QA guy with you to those customers. They will appreciate it. It's amazing. We had a great finding on one of those, that during the usability testing, the chat agent stopped us and said, all right, in this case, I have to notify my floor manager and my queue manager. And we were like, okay, what's that? So the organization had shifted over there, and we have 2 more personas we could investigate and observe and know better. So we had a problem of quantitative solutions. We have to run with our product, but we took the qualitative solutions, the qualitative toolbox, and made it very robust, so we won't compromise on features and on our product. We took it to the high end of qualitative. So again, it helps us check if we don't have any miss out on scenarios. It helps us be more transparent within the organization, and it helps us, checking if our product is really usable. So everyone take one tool that speaks to you and try to implement it in your own startup or company. Now, don't forget, if there are money issues, there are tech limitations. All right, there are tech limitations, and you got to run and prepare those wireframes in time. But don't forget, just keep calm and gather feedback. All right, thank you.